Not everyone can afford big bucks on the best product on the market, so in today's video we will show you some of the best budget options in the business which you will be satisfied with. Go to the description to know the latest prices and information. Best overall, Microsoft Surface Laptop Go 2. Students may usually want a few things in cheap laptops, something that's very easy to carry around, that provides a good enough performance for getting their homework done, and something that won't embarrass them when they pull it out to take notes. Oh, and it needs to be affordable. Microsoft's new Surface Laptop Go meets all the criteria, making it one of the best laptops for students in college. The biggest changes is the upgraded 11th generation Core CPU. The graphics have also been upgraded to Intel Iris Xe. The entry-level storage has been doubled to 128GB, and the laptop ships with Windows 11 Home instead of Windows 10 in S mode. This is also a highly mobile device with 12.4-inch IPS touchscreen display. Although it's not quite full HD resolution, it's still very high quality and a pleasure to use. Best 2-in-1. Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5i. This convertible laptop is no longer, by default, a premium piece of hardware. You can even find low-cost ones in the same way you can find budget classic clamshells. It's quite modest, 3.31 pound weighing, making it easy to switch quickly between touch tablet and ordinary laptop modes. That lightweight is coupled with the redesigned sturdier hinges and a responsiveness 14-inch touch display, with 14 inches being an increased favored screen size for convertibles. The concave key are also raised even more than those of the Flex 5i, with a longer travel distance. It has a spill-resistant backlit keyboard and a buttonless, mylar-coated multi-touch touchpad that is quite responsive. The keyboard and touchpad offer a sufficient room for fast typing. There are also a fingerprint reader and a pair of stereo 2-watt speakers with Dolby Audios. Audio quality is very adequate for general use and is certainly for webcam sessions. However, as with many budget portables, you'll get some distortion with listening to music at volume. The webcam offers a full 1080p HD resolution, although the image appears softer than on the Dell Inspiron 14 2-in-1 7420. Still, it's plenty sharp for a Zoom chat. An unobtrusive slider next to the cameras can ensure privacy when you aren't using the webcam. Although the left side of the laptops are the power ports, an HDMI 1.4B port, a USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 Thunderbolt 4 port, and the headphone microphone combo jack. On the right side are two USB 3.2 Type A Gen 1 ports and an SD card reader. This reader causes the cards to stick out halfway, so the card should be removed before carrying the unit. The 14 inches is a well-built, easily handled with a comfortable keyboard and bright screen, and relatively capable of its price. You certainly won't use it as a PC gamer, but it offers enough performance for general office work. The screen is a wild card since we tested it 400 nits, while Lenovo only promises 300 and the color coverage could use a boost. Best gaming. ASUS TUF F15. This has not changed too drastically in the aesthetics department, which means you're still getting a masculine, gamer-esque visual flair with the gunmetal gray shells, the fake screws on the lids, and a chunky, vent-filled chassis. That doesn't mean it looks bad per se, amongst its similar beastly gaming competitors. This one is still a little more refined in a way, but it is still a divisive style you will either love or hate. On the left, there are power jacks, an RJ45 gigabit Ethernet port, HDMI 2.0, a Thunderbolt 4 port, USB 3.2 Type-C port right next door, followed by USB-A and 3.5mm headphone jacks. It's a little confusing to have two different USB-C ports next to each other, but the Thunderbolt is labeled. You've got a Kensington lock and a second USB-A on the right. The TUF Gaming F15s hit 330 nits of brightness, which just managed to go past the 324 nit category average and match the ROG Zephyrus G15. However, it is still pretty dim compared to the Alienware X14 400 nits. In real-world use, it struggles in brightly lit rooms, worsened by any reflections on the panel's matte finish. The speakers are not that good. It's a compromise made for performance, but you'd never notice until listening to the tiny speakers that distort easily. It is packed with an Intel Core i7 12700K CPU, 16 GB of DDR4 RAM, and a 1TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD, which can handily crush intense workloads without breaking a sweat, such as opening 30 Chrome tabs, playing 4 YouTube videos, editing a multi-layered Photoshop document, and running Assassin's Creed Valhalla in the background. This gives you precisely what you want from a great gaming laptop, plenty of power and a reasonable price. Best Chromebook. Acer Chromebook Spin 514. This is the little brother to Acer Chromebook Spin 714 and can be configured up to an AMD Ryzen 7 processor. This laptop has been designed with hybrid worker in mind and comes with touchscreen capability. Still, it is a solid alternative for anyone looking for a productivity laptop. There's an angle cut in the back of the chassis that adds some flair. The hinge have been redesigned with a notch down the center, and some new vent have appeared along the rear edges, possibly to accommodate faster CPUs. The speaker grills along the keyboards give an upscaled appearance. Otherwise, there are zero extra adornments. The hinges allow opening the lids with one hand, but it's a bit loose with some wobbles while you are typing. it does manage to hold the display in place in all 4 modes that are clamshell, tent, media, and tablet. The company retained the same 14-inch 16:9 aspect ratio display as the previous model, making this Chromebook a bit old school in its appearance. With 78% screen-to-body ratio, the display doesn't match today's premium laptop with ratios of 90% or higher. The side bezels are very slim, but the top bezel is thicker than most, and the bottom chin is huge by modern standards. The touchpad is large and covered with Corning Gorilla Glass, giving it a very smooth surface that's comfortable and well precise. Almost the entire surface registers click. Best speakers: HP Pavilion 14. This is a good built laptop. The aluminum chassis in frosted silvers gives it elegance, despite its mid-range cost. The polished for office use without the awful chunkiness you get in some business laptops. But more crucially, it's portable. While there are lighter laptops, this is very light, about 1.46 kilograms. Plus, it's really compact. You can carry it with just one hand if you must rush off to the kitchen or a conference room for a call. While it doesn't include a Kensington lock port for those looking specifically for any office laptops, a nifty fingerprint reader all the more cements the devices as a solid option for work from home or hybrid home and office routine. You get a variety of ports on the Pavilion 14, includes USB 3.0 port, a USB-C port that supports power delivery, 10 gigabit per second transfer rates, and also a DisplayPort 1.4 connection. This allows you the flexibility to daisy chain multiple monitors if needed. You also get an HDMI 2.0 connection for a standard display connection. This is actually a versatile, whatever your work display setup demands. Also includes a microSD card reader, a 3.5mm headphone and microphone combo, and Bluetooth 5 support. The power supply is a separate barrel-style connector, but you can charge over USB-C too. The image quality isn't stunning but sufficient for a day-by-day video call. You wouldn't want to use this camera if you were starting a YouTube or a Twitch streaming channel. You'd be better off with an external camera instead. You can expect smooth day-to-day performance and making it a solid choice for professional working from their home or in the need of an affordable laptop for hot desking. This is a solid, affordable laptop for home or office use that can handle most things you throw at it: video calls, web browsing, and social media, music streaming, or light photo editing. Its only drawback is that the display may be too dim for some, and the touchscreen isn't wholly necessary. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to hear more from us, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified of our new videos.